Hello and welcome to this breakdown of the very beautiful but very haunting and almost chilling new song by Billie Eilish, Your Power. The first thing that I noticed as this music video starts is how we're in this beautiful, like, rocky, mountainous environment, but it looks so isolated and it feels so barren and a little bit dangerous. And as we come in, as the camera pans in, there's nothing else around. You don't see any like campsite set up. You don't see any food or water or people that can help or cities or anything. It's just endless open space. And I really think that this is meant to symbolize the mental state of the character that's speaking here. As we try to decode the lyrics to this song, there's basically two halves to the song. The first half is written in such a way that it's in third person. Billie is talking about someone that could be someone else. But then in the second half of the song, she starts to talk about herself using the first person, saying like I. And I think that we could construe this to mean that there's two people here, but I actually don't think that's the case. I think that Billie is portraying someone that is disassociating from the circumstance that they're in because it was too traumatic. Because this music video is portraying traumatic events, and disassociation is something that can happen. We naturally don't want to sit with those horrible feelings that we can get inside during a traumatic situation, so we can like externalize those, and we can make it almost seem like it happened to someone else to try to numb the pain. So I think that's why she's using third person at first, but then she slips into first person and then back out again. With lyrics like, "And you swear you didn't know, no wonder why you didn't ask. She was sleeping in your clothes, but now she's got to get to class, how dare you." It's pretty obvious to me, also combined with the lyrics later that say, "You said you thought she was your age," that the song lyrics are portraying someone older who got together and had a relationship with someone who was much younger, and then used that age difference and maybe some of the secrecy of their relationship as a kind of power move. And that this relationship was extremely devastating to the female protagonist. Now, let's talk about the snake and the end of the music video. Just from a quick Wikipedia search, I saw that someone said that the snake appears to be a green anaconda. I'm not a snake expert, but when you think about an anaconda, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's a symbol of control, as the anaconda kills an animal or potentially a person by wrapping themselves around the person and constricting their movement. But I actually thought about a lot more symbolism that makes the anaconda just the perfect animal symbol for this music video. Now, we know from the "You Should See Me in a Crown" music video that Billie is no stranger to putting creatures that would, pretty much creep anybody else except for her way the heck out on her body in order to make a point in a music video. Now, whether this snake was real or CGI, I really can't tell from watching it, but due to the ending, it looked like it was kind of constricting around her neck, so maybe it's CGI, but that's kind of besides the point. There are at least 5 symbolic things about this anaconda that I can find, and I'll tell you what they are right now. Anacondas, to me, represent death. Obviously, the anaconda represents asphyxiation. That's how they kill, and I also looked it up, and as a dream symbol, that's what they stand for. They stand for asphyxiation. So they definitely stand for death, and we'll get back to that at the very end of this music video. But for now, I'll say another thing that anacondas stand for. Another thing on the other end of the spectrum that snakes represent is sex. I looked this up on worldbirds.org. I don't mean to laugh at you, world birds. It's just a strange place for me to find my information. But the snake goddess is associated with fertility and motherhood. And in the Bible, the snake tempts Adam and Eve. I don't mean to make light of this song, but when you think of Anaconda, everybody thinks of Sir Mix-a-Lot or Nicki Minaj. My anaconda don't want none. It has a sexual context as well as being about the fertility goddess. So it definitely represents like a dangerous sexuality in this case. Another thing about this anaconda is that it's out of place. Anaconda isn't naturally living in a rocky, mountainous environment like the music video. It would be living like in a swamp or at least around some water in South America. So it's very out of place, which I think goes along with this theme of the man is with a girl that he should not be with. He's not on his right environment. He's not doing the right thing. He's out of place. The anaconda kills with its control. It gently wraps itself. It's not venomous, but through its control, that's how it kills. And that leads me to the end of the music video, where we hear a final gasp. And I do believe that when it goes black there, that means that the character has died as a result of this relationship. Now, whether that means that the character actually died, or whether that means that she had a death emotionally, mentally, psychologically, it leaves that up for you to decide. But I definitely think that that ending does represent death. There's one more thing that a snake represents. As a snake sheds its skin, a snake represents change. We can shed our skin, we can shed ourselves of the things in our life that aren't serving us. If you're in a relationship, or if anyone that you know is in a relationship that is not serving them, and especially if it's one as toxic as the one that's being portrayed in the song, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're in a relationship that isn't serving you, just like a snake sheds its skin, you can shed that person that's a toxic influence in your life. Get out of the relationship. You're strong enough. You can make it. I believe in you. If you found this interesting today, even more than a like, even more than a subscribe, what I'd really love is to just read your thoughts. So if you could leave a comment, I would really appreciate it, but I wouldn't mind a subscribe or a like either. Did you enjoy this analysis? Don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this in the future. Click the bell to be notified when I release a new video. And like and comment too, it means a lot to me. Thanks. For further mind-expanding content, check out one of these videos.